Have you ever wondered if all those vitamins you're taking are just, well, creating really expensive pee? Seriously, today we're going to put a stop to that. We are diving deep into the science of when to take your supplements so you can quit guessing and start getting every single bit of benefit you paid for.
You know the drill, right? You grab your coffee in the morning and down a handful of vitamins. It's easy, it's a habit. But what if I told you that very habit might be working against you? The timing of your supplements can literally be the difference between your body using them and you just flushing them right down the toilet.
And really, this is the whole point. We're not just talking about missing out on a little health boost here. Taking a vitamin at the wrong time means your body just can't absorb it properly. It's like you're just throwing money away. So let's make sure that stops, starting right now.
Okay, to unlock this whole supplement timing thing, there's one single principle you've got to understand, and it's this. Not all vitamins are the same. It all comes down to two totally different types, and knowing the difference, well, it changes everything.
First up, we've got our water-soluble vitamins. The name pretty much says it all. They dissolve in water. This means your body grabs what it needs right away, but here's the catch. It can't save any for later. Anything extra just gets filtered out by your kidneys and, you guessed it, flushed away. They don't stick around, so you need to keep them coming. And then you've got the other team, fat-soluble vitamins. Now these guys are different. They need fat to get absorbed. Just think of fat as their personal Uber, giving them a ride from your gut into your bloodstream where they can get to work. And unlike the other guys, your body is smart. It can store these in your liver and fat cells for a rainy day. So what's the bottom line for you? It's actually super simple. Water-soluble vitamins, they just need water, so you take them on an empty stomach for the best shot at absorption. But fat-soluble vitamins, they absolutely need a meal with some fat to even get in the door. If you remember nothing else, remember this one rule. All right, theory's over. Now that we've got the big rule down, let's get practical. We're going to move from the what to the how. This is your daily guide to finally nail your supplement timing.
So, rule number 1 is this. Take your water-soluble vitamins on an empty stomach. The ideal way? Just a glass of water, maybe 30 minutes or so before you eat. This gives them a totally clear path for absorption with zero interference from food. And we're talking about some of the most popular supplements out there, like vitamin C and the entire B vitamin family. So if you're taking a B complex for energy or some extra C to boost your immune system, this rule is for you.
And rule number 2 is just as easy. Always, and I mean always, take your fat-soluble vitamins with a meal that has some healthy fat in it. Things like avocado, a few nuts, some olive oil on a salad, or fish like salmon. No fat, no absorption. It's really that black and white.
This group has some real heavy hitters, the vitamins A, D, E, and K. A ton of people supplement with vitamin D, right? So if that's you, you've got to make sure you're pairing it with your breakfast, lunch, or dinner to get your money's worth.
Now, as Dr. Eric Berg puts it in the source material, they absorb a little bit better. But let me tell you, that little bit can actually be a massive deal. We're talking about studies showing over 30% better absorption. That's a huge win for just eating a few almonds with your vitamin.
Okay, so what about your multivitamin? The one that has a little bit of everything? Simple. Just grab the bottle, flip it over, and look at the label. If you see any of the fat-soluble crew in there, A, D, E, or K, then the fat-soluble rule wins. Period. Always take your multi with a meal that contains some fat.
All right, let's switch gears and talk about minerals. Because just when you think you've got this all figured out, they show up playing by a completely different rulebook, and you definitely don't want to ignore them.
So for most minerals, the secret is a really acidic stomach. And why is that? Well, that acid helps break the minerals down so your body can actually use them. Food or even drinking a ton of water can dilute that acid and get in the way. So the general rule here is take them on an empty stomach.
Now, let's get a little more specific. Electrolytes? Probably best in the morning since they can make you pee more. Calcium and magnesium are fantastic before bed. They can really help you relax and sleep better. But, and this is a big one, iron is the exception. It can be really hard on an empty stomach. If it makes you feel queasy, absolutely take it with a little bit of food.
Whew.
We have covered a lot, so let's boil it all down into a few final, powerful rules to help you really fine-tune your routine and dodge those common mistakes.
You really want to pay attention to this part, because some nutrients are basically rivals. They fight for the same absorption pathways in your gut. Think of it like a one-lane highway. If you try to send two cars down at the same time, you're just going to cause a traffic jam. Taking high doses of calcium with iron or zinc with copper means one is going to get absorbed and the other gets left behind. The easy fix? Just space them out. Take one in the morning and the other in the evening.
And finally, maybe the most important rule of all. Remember that all of this is a fantastic guide, but it's not set in stone. As Dr. Berg points out, your body is the real expert here. You have to listen to it. Some people find vitamin D gives them energy, others find it makes them sleepy. Pay attention to how you feel and don't ever be afraid to tweak your schedule.
So, there you have it. You have the complete playbook. You know how to optimize your routine so you can finally get what you paid for from your supplements. You've got the map. The only question now is, are you ready to put it to use?